Hey, my Sagittarius gang, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your January 2021 reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in those comments down below. As always, these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, you're more than welcome to. That will all be linked down in the description box down below. With that all being said, though, Sag, Happy New Year, guys, as we are rolling into 2021. And let's go ahead and see what we got going on for January. Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Throughout January 2021, what do we got coming through for Team Saggies? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout January 2021. I keep feeling this nudge, okay? This push. Like, it almost feels as if there's something behind me just trying to, like, push me forward. So this is kind of the energy where it feels like maybe you're sitting in a stagnant place and you're getting this intuitive nudge from Spirit trying to push you forward. So be really mindful of that. Your guides right now may be trying to point you to a path or direct you somewhere, and you might be resistant to it, okay? Let's go ahead and get ourselves here one more shuffle, and we'll take a look and see what we got going on. Hopefully we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's take a look, okay, Sag? Sagittarius, the overall energy for you guys is showing up as the Eight of Swords. So yeah, this is the energy of feeling trapped, right? You can be connecting with an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, but you're feeling stuck in a certain situation. Your current energy, we got ourselves the Two of Swords, having to make a choice. Person you're dealing with, Five of Swords. Outcome that's present, we got the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is all about energies moving forward, energies traveling. So yeah, that was a very real experience right there that I felt. Yeah, it's like you needed to push forward. You needed that nudge. I think what this is talking about is you got to escape the Five of Swords. Now, what is the Five of Swords? Well, the Five of Swords is usually an energy that could be noted as something that is betraying, right? You could be connecting with a person that caused some kind of betrayal. You could be connecting with a person that's causing some sort of conflict within your life, negativity, however you want to identify that. So what I'm going to do here first is I'm going to clarify that Five of Swords so we can see what's going on here with the person you're dealing with. So why is the person Sag is dealing with showing up as the Five of Swords throughout January 2021? And we got ourselves the Nine of Swords. Hurt people, hurt people. That one came through very clear. What's going on with that Two of Swords? Why is Sagittarius kind of hesitant to make a decision on cutting out somebody that they feel is bringing them negative energy? Five of Pentacles is clarified by that. So keep in mind, guys, if it resonates, it resonates. If it don't, it don't. But I am picking up on this energy where it's like, I don't want to be alone, right? And I feel like that's coming from your perspective. This fear of being alone, this fear of being abandoned. Almost to the point where you'll keep yourself surrounded by some situation that's toxic in order to not be alone. Now, I know there's going to be some Sagittarius popping off in the comments like, yo, I'm going to be alone all day, every day. Fuck these negative people. I get it. I know. But for the people that do resonate with this, this is the storyline I'm picking up on. I do feel like some of you guys out here right now are kind of in a space where it's like being lonely isn't really your happy suit. You like to be a very outgoing person. You like to be surrounded by people because that's what makes you feel comfortable. And when you are alone, you feel like you get hit with loneliness 10 times harder than your average person. So I don't think you handle loneliness well, and I think that's something that genuinely scares you. So in your predicament here, it's almost like being surrounded by something that's toxic but isn't all the time all that bad, is going to be a lot better for you than to be completely on your own. So that's what kind of the situation I feel like you're dealing with. I think you're connecting with somebody who you know is toxic, but there's times where they're not all that bad. So that's kind of like what's keeping you trapped in this situation. You're like, I'd rather be with this person than completely be on my own. But remember, you know, your guides over here, Eight of Wands, they're giving you that nudge. They're like, you can let go, Sag. You can move on. You can walk away from somebody who's not doing you any good. You can walk away from somebody who's not that bad sometimes and find yourself something better. I think what you need to overcome in the month of January is the fear of being alone. Because when you walk away from something that does not serve you, you will start attracting things that do serve you, right? So when you start making decisions, Sagittarius, that are within your best interest, you're going to manifest situations that are in your best interest as well. So the universe wants you to let go of this person so that you can attract better people into your life. So believe it or not, even though it sounds scary, you know, that fear of being alone, I think removing yourself from a toxic person and being on your own for a little bit is actually going to be in your best interest, because you'll therefore fall into alignment with what is actually good for you, okay? So what I'm going to do here, Sag, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look at how they feel towards you and what's going on with them throughout January 2021. Then I'll take a look and see how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout January 2021. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll see the outcome. Now, also remember, these readings are for friends, family members, or lovers. I usually read them in a romantic love context, but if that is not your story and this applies to a friend, if this applies to somebody in your family, if it applies to somebody at your work, take it how it resonates in that context as well. So let's take a look at your person here. How does the person that Sag is dealing with feel towards Sagittarius? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout January 2021? Ooh, the energy of this person is very, very, very intense. Like, I definitely feel it before even getting into it. So give me a moment to ground myself, guys, because I want to separate myself from this person's energy. Because I can definitely feel like a lot of low vibrational stuff coming through. So, in regards to the person that Sag is dealing with, how does this individual feel towards Sag? And what is going on with this person, please, throughout January 2021? First card out, we got ourselves the Lovers. They feel very connected to you here, is what this person's saying. Could be a Gemini that you're dealing with as well. We also have here the Eight of Pentacles. We have here the Page of Pentacles. We got ourselves the Hermit. We have the Ace of Pentacles, and we have the Two of Wands. The Knight of Swords also jumped out, so I'll throw this card along with this person's feelings. A lot of Pentacles, so big Earth sign energy. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that you're possibly connecting with. Now, looking at the energy so far, the Lovers card and the Eight of Pentacles. They feel that they have a very deep established connection with you, but they also feel that they work and invest very much so into the connection that they have with you. So this person feels like they do a lot to keep this connection alive. They feel like they add a lot of value and a lot of benefit to this connection. They feel that they can have a future with you. Ace of Pentacles is what's coming through so far. So you're connecting with somebody who I almost kind of feel calls the shot, Sagittarius. I don't know why that energy specifically coming through. Let me get some clarity here. Why do we have the Eight of Pentacles popping through? We have here the Ace of Cups. And we also have here the Page of Cups. Yeah, it kind of feels to me, Sag, like the person you're dealing with kind of draws the direction on where the two of you are going. So this individual claims to love you. This individual claims to want to have a future with you. But at the same time, it almost feels to me like this person is living out their fantasy and they're not actually taking a look at where you're at in the relationship. Does that make sense? It almost feels to me like you're connecting with somebody who is living out the way they want things to be rather than looking at it from how it actually is. They're not taking your feelings into consideration. They're not seeing how you feel about this established connection. Kind of feels to me like they're only focusing on their fantasy, and if things don't play out the way that they want it to play out, they get rather upset. I kind of feel like that's what's coming through with the person you're dealing with, right? You got here the Knight of Swords. They seem to be moving things along with you really, really quickly, and if you don't follow through, that is something that does upset them. So I think that that's where the Five of Swords comes into play. That's where the toxicity comes into play. You're connecting with somebody who's solely really focused on what they want out of this relationship or out of this connection. They have a fantasy. They want their fantasy to come true, despite what it is that you want. And I feel like in fear of being alone, you're kind of going through with it. You're kind of, going along with what this person's fantasy is. What's going on with this individual that Sag is dealing with, please, throughout January 2021? We got here the Six of Wands. We have here the Ten of Pentacles. And we also have here the Seven of Swords. Yeah. With the Ten of Wands here, with the Six of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Seven of Swords here, yeah, this is the energy of the person you're dealing with getting exactly what they want. So in January 2021, they feel like they have this super stable connection with you. They feel like it's beautiful, it's perfect, it's amazing, it's going at a great success, it's amazing, right, fantastic, but they're not recognizing that they're not taking you into consideration. Seven of Swords, they're leaving your feelings in the shadows of what it is that you would want, Sag. This is a very difficult reading to try to piece together because I feel like there's so much more factors at play that we haven't even uncovered just yet. So what I can gather from this reading so far is that the person you're dealing with, they have a fantasy that they want to live out. So they have fallen in love with you, right? And they want things to just simply go the way they want them to go. They have a certain time frame that they want to meet. They have certain things that they want to accomplish romantically with you. And it feels to me like it's all about them, but not enough about you. All right? And I think in your case here, Sagittarius, I don't think you want the same things this person wants. I don't think that you really want to move as quickly as they're moving. I think at the end of the day, you just feel like this is better off than being alone. And Spirit over here is trying to tell you, no, you're better off being alone because you're connecting with someone who wants different things than you want. You're connecting with someone who can sometimes be very toxic and manipulative, especially when you try to claim what it is that you would like out of this connection as well. All right? So let's go ahead and look at your side of things here, Sagittarius. Before I even got there, look what shot out, the Ten of Wands. If you're not satisfied with this connection or relationship, Sag, you're going to be satisfied by walking away from it. You have much better odds of being happy and finding something better from walking away from a relationship that does not serve you. Okay, so let's go ahead and look on your side of things. How does Sagittarius feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what is going on with Sagittarius throughout January 2021? How does Sagittarius feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what is going on with Sagittarius, please, throughout January 2021? Hello, we got the Ten of Wands once again, and we got the Four of Swords. Yeah, you want out, man. I don't think you're happy in this connection. Truthfully, I really don't think you're happy here. You know, Ten of Wands to the Four of Swords. This is the energy of you wanting out. This is the energy of you no longer wanting to be a part of this connection. We also have here the Page of Wands, and we also have here the Ten of Cups. You know, there's a part of you here that can see happiness and emotional fulfillment with the person you're dealing with, but at the same time, that's something that would only be achieved if the person you're dealing with wasn't living out their fantasies. Remember, whoever you're connecting with here, they want this relationship, or whatever the hell the two of you have, to go the way that they want it to go. You see potential in falling in love with this person only if they were looking at this in a realistic point of view. Yeah, Page of Wands here. It's like, sure, you know, we could have a future with one another, but things would have to be different than what they currently are now. Moving forward from this, what other feelings does Sag have towards the person that they're currently dealing with? We have here the Queen of Swords. We have here the Three of Pentacles, and we also have here the Justice card. It's difficult for you guys. It's very difficult for you guys right now because the thing is that I think that you don't want this romantic relationship with the person you're dealing with, but I think that you're continuing to stay involved with them in order to have more balance in your life because I still think that there is this fear of being alone at play. All right? And look, I know there's going to be people in the comments, and that's why I want to say this ahead of time. I know it's not going to resonate to every Sag out there. You know, some people are going to be like, how could you view Sagittarius as this kind of person, or this, that, and the third? Look, this is a very real situation. Some people may be involved in it. So just once again, I'm going to say fair warning. If it's not your story, take it with a grain of salt. If it doesn't resonate to you, it's not personal to you, right? So I think you're scared, man. I just really feel this energy of being scared to be alone. And I think that that's why you still stay involved with this person and you don't want what they want, you know? They're like, I'm falling in love with you, Sagittarius. I want to get married. I want to do this. I want to do that. You know, like they want this fantasy with you, but you're not the person that wants to fulfill it. You know, there's a part of you that's like, sure, if maybe things were different, maybe we could have a well-established, fulfilling connection, fulfilling relationship, but things aren't different. You don't feel like you have your freedom. You don't feel like you have your independence when you could have all of that by walking away from this person you're dealing with. I'm telling you, Spirit is telling you to go. Spirit is telling you to be free in this situation, Sag. Your guides out here right now are saying you are going to be much more happier being alone than being involved with this person. Because here's the thing, it's always going to be better to be surrounded by yourself than around people that don't make you feel good, than being around people that don't allow you to be yourself and to do what it is that you want. You feel very stuck, limited, and restricted with the person you're connecting with. I felt that energy. You feel trapped in this situation. And it's like, I don't know what to do. Well, I think you do. A big part of you is like, I don't want any part of this relationship with this person. I don't want to be involved with what they got going on. And if that's what you are saying to yourself, then don't be involved, right? The devil card. Don't feed into the devil's energy over here. If you don't want to be involved in this, you don't have to be. You can simply walk away. 8 of Cups. I know that fear of being alone or that fear of being abandoned is something that's coming up, but guess what? You're going to be so much more happier being alone than being involved in this situation. All right? And also, the universe is trying to tell you to be on your own so that you can open up gateways and portals to meeting new people. This is time for you to open up a new path. You know, how could a new path come if you continue to stay stuck with this person? If you walk away from this person, now you open up the windows of opportunity to manifest new people into your life, especially new people into your life that you're going to be happy being with. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I keep saying it's so much better for you to be alone, because you're going to open up that window of opportunity to meet people that are on that same vibrational resonance you're on. You're going to open the window of opportunity to meet people that you're genuinely going to like and you're going to be happy to be with, okay? I want the best for you guys. I don't want you guys to be stuck in a connection that's not making you happy. You're kind of in this energy of I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. You know, I'm not going to be happy in this connection, but at least I'm not alone. Fuck that shit. Go be alone, right? We got here Page of Swords, and we also have here 6 of Pentacles. Cutting off this connection is going to bring way more balance into your life than you ever could have thought. And on top of that, it's going to give you the opportunity to move forward in love, to find somebody that actually resonates with you, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with Sagittarius throughout January 2021. What do we got going on with Saggy throughout January 2021. By the way, I just looked at the clock and it was 1:11 p.m. So 111 stands for new beginnings on the horizon. So I think we're looking at some cool new beginnings coming in for you. But let's take a look. So based on what's going on with you, Sag, we got ourselves the Devil. We also have ourselves the 2 of Cups. And we also have ourselves the Queen of Pentacles. Devil, 2 of Cups. Involved in an unhappy relationship. What this relationship is a relationship built off of codependency. You're involved in it so that you're not alone, and they're involved in it so that they can get everything they want. I don't think this is something that's coming off the premise of true and genuine love. It feels to me like you two have a goal. This person has a goal to live out the fantasies that they want with you, and you have a goal to not be alone. Like, or whatever, maybe you have a different goal, right? But overall, it's just not a connection that is coming off of authenticity. It's not a connection that's coming off of true and genuine love. And you realize that. I think you really acknowledge that here, Sag. And a big part of you acknowledges that you want to be invested into something that's beautiful. You want to be invested into something that's healthy for you. You know that there's a better way. You know that there's a better person out there for you. Okay? In regards to where energies are aligning between Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with, let's take a look here. We got ourselves the 3 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Empress. I like that because I feel like in January 2021, you're going to come to that realization of this person is not fulfilling me. Being alone is not fulfilling me. So I have to make a choice to figure out what is going to fulfill me. So with the 3 of Wands over here, it's like there's more to what I'm currently experiencing. There's more to this life that I'm currently living. So what I think is going to happen is that you guys are going to get into a very grounded space, King of Pentacles, and you're going to learn how to tap into your Empress energy. What do I mean by this? Well, you're going to start to come to the realization that this relationship isn't making you happy. So I do see you guys walking away from it. And I think you're also going to come to the realization that even though you're not necessarily happy being alone, you're going to learn to enjoy that alone time that you have with yourself. You're going to learn to love the person that you are, especially when you're on your own. I think the Empress card is that you are having to go through this period of growth. And you know what? For a long time, being on your own was something that was scary for you. But I think you're breaking free from that. I think the Empress card is you growing out of that space of being afraid to be alone with yourself and learning how to enjoy that time. You know, being in solitude is not always the worst thing in the world. Being in solitude actually gives you the time to explore yourself, to love yourself more deeply, and to establish a more intimate connection with a very individual that you are. You may even pick up new habits that are exciting and fun, and you'll find that you have a lot more time than you than you ever did to do a lot of things that fulfill you. So the Empress in this situation is you growing up and glowing up, walking away from a connection that doesn't serve you, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? Because being on your own is uncomfortable, and learning how to not only love yourself and be more intimate with yourself, but doing more things that are actually fulfilling you, to add value in your life, to add happiness in your life, okay? So you're starting to see that there is a better way, and the better way is walking away from this connection that doesn't fulfill me, learning how to get comfortable with myself, and being optimistic about what's to come next in the future. 8 of Wands. Energies are going to change, things are going to shift, but it needed to be you taking that first step, which was you walking away from a connection that did not serve you, all right? So as you walk away from this, the windows of opportunities open, okay? As for the overall outcome, please, give me 1 sec, let me readjust my cards. As for the overall outcome between Sagittarius and the person they're dealing with throughout January 2021, what is the overall outcome, please? And boom, we got ourselves a 7 of Wands, walking away from the person, blocking them, keeping it popping, pushing and moving forward. This is restricting yourself from the person you're dealing with. And 2 of Pentacles, on to the next cycle. Yes, this is what we needed here, man. I'm happy to see that things are going in a new direction. And also, you got a 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, which means that you're getting ready to take on new experiences. So Sagittarius, let's recap this reading real quick, and I'll try to make it as quick as possible. So, you're connecting with somebody here. You're connecting with a person that can be kind of toxic. The way that they're toxic is not 100% with how they treat you, although sometimes they can treat you negatively. But the way that they're toxic is they need things to happen the way they want it to happen. You're dealing with somebody who's trying to live out a fantasy with you. They don't really respect your opinions. They don't really respect what you want out of this relationship. They only want what they want, and things have to go their way or the highway. That is this person's toxic trait. Now, you're unhappy with this. I don't think that you want to be romantically invested in them. There is a part of you that feels that you could have a connection with them if they were different, but they're not different. So I think that you were unhappy sitting in this connection or relationship with the person you're dealing with, but you felt that it was better than being alone. Well, in January 2021, you're going to come to that realization of, I need to let go of my fear of being alone and recognize that being alone is going to be a lot better than being in a connection that doesn't serve me. You know, your guides have been doing this nudge, this intuitive push to try to get you to release this person so that you can have this period of growth. This period of growth that's coming towards you is you getting comfortable with being on your own. It's you getting comfortable with loving yourself and establishing a more intimate connection with yourself. And it's genuinely recognizing that it's better to be on your own than to be surrounded by people that don't make you happy. So you're having a more intimate relationship with yourself. You're gaining a better relationship with yourself. And keep in mind, the relationship with yourself is the most important relationship to have. So as you're gaining a beautiful relationship with yourself, Sag, you're now opening the windows of opportunities. 8 of Wands. You were involved with someone that didn't serve you, but now as you're serving yourself, you will attract people into your life who do serve you. So remember, in order to get energies moving, you had to be out with the old over here, and soon we'll come in with the new. So as you let this person go, somebody else will now come on your path next. But you had to let them go first in order for somebody new to come in. All right? So yeah, it's a very tough reading, very intense reading. Like I said, definitely not going to resonate to everybody that watches. But if it does resonate to you, I hope it helped as much as possible. And you know what? Like, it's your life. You can do whatever you want to do that you feel is right for you. But I don't know. I've always came from the standpoint where I felt that it's always better to be alone than to be surrounded by people who just genuinely don't serve you. And establishing a deeper and more intimate relationship with yourself, and let alone a healthy relationship with yourself, is always going to be the best way to go. So Sag, I see you guys breaking free here, letting go of a connection that doesn't serve you, focusing more on yourself, taking out more time to fulfill yourself and doing things that you love. And I see new windows of opportunity manifesting, new love manifesting, new friendships manifesting, new people to be surrounded with. And the beautiful thing that's happening here is that you're breaking out of that fear of being alone. You're recognizing, if I got myself, I'm good. I don't need to worry about other people holding me down. I can worry about me taking care of myself. So this level of independence that you're going to be gaining is going to be off the charts. It's going to be beautiful, man. Really, really beautiful shit. All right, so Saggy, thank you all so much for watching, man. I hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it does resonate, let me know down in those comments down below. Have an awesome, amazing rest of your January, guys, and I will catch you guys in your January mid-months. Much love, Sag, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.